Good morning and welcome to the garden. Actually, this is going to be a short devotional service that we're going to start on Wednesday mornings. Many of us are missing the simple cross, which is a small worship service we do during the week in the morning. And so we are looking to bring a short message this time. Welcome to the garden means I invite you to the garden. From the song of I come to the garden alone to spend time with God. Actually, this was supposed to be in the garden this morning, but a little road work was going on next to my house, and so we're back here in the chapel, and we welcome everyone today. But I wanted to share with you today from Isaiah 55. And here we are told, everyone who thirsts, come to the waters, and you have no money, come buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk, without money and without price. Why do you spend your money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which does not satisfy? Listen carefully to me, and eat what is good, and delight yourself in rich food. May God add his blessing to his word this day. This simple word is looking at us today and saying, if you thirst, come. If you're hungry, come. It matters not whether you have money, but also if you have money to question what you spend it on. You see, when I sit back and think about thirst, I could go into my backyard and look at the dry grass, and I see how much it thirsts. This invitation is for us to be able to come in and be able to see that within ourselves, we all thirst. We're like that dry grass. And as we look to the dry grass, we have to recognize that we ourselves need more. We need something within ourselves, something good, something gracious that only God can give. And so he says, come if you thirst. Come if your life is barraged with fear. Come if your life is broken. Come no matter what, because you thirst. I always think of the woman by the well when he says, I'll give you water where you'll never thirst again. But also he says, come even if you can't pay for it. Too many people think that they can't be part of the congregations because of money or where they stand. The fact is, Jesus said, come. It doesn't matter because the price that has been paid in full. So the message this morning is come to the garden. Come if you're thirsty and find God within it. Seek him out today. Seek him out in prayer. Seek him out by calling a friend. And if you can't buy, don't worry about it. Come and enjoy the richness. But he also talks about the other, and that is, why do you labor for things that don't satisfy you? Why don't you buy bread? And the reason is that he's speaking to those who think they're self-sufficient. So many Christians think they're self-sufficient. I can do this and I can do that, and all these things come of our heart. But there's a fact here. The fact is that even as Christians, as ministers, sometimes we thirst. We become that dry grass that longs for the rain. Sometimes we're hungry and we think, if I could just do this or had this money, I could do so many things. But he's saying, why do you look for things that do not bring true pleasure? Ecclesiastes 3 tells us one of my favorite things. I actually call it my personal diet. Been on it for years. Eat, drink, and be merry, for that's the will of God, that we be happy in what we do. God calls us to be able to drink. He calls us to be able to eat. And he says, eat the finest things, drink the finest things, but those finest things is only what God can give. But think about walking this world of fear without fear. That's the finest thing. The thing about being able to look into the ones that you love's eyes and be able to know that they love you too because you finally said, I need you. And you begin loving them the same as they love you. All these things are before us. But that's our message for today. It's a quick message, but it's an invitational message. Come to the garden. If you thirst, if you hunger, it doesn't matter if you have money. It doesn't matter what you have done. It doesn't matter even what you have. What matters is that we who are in love with God come and we sit and we drink from the river. We eat of his feast, and in so doing, we give praise to God. Let's pray. Gracious God, we give you thanks, and we ask that on this day you bless everyone who is watching, and you bless them in a way that they can find strength for their day. It's going to be a hot one out there, so Lord, bless those. Let them find a place where it's cool. Let them find peace within their hearts. But in all things this day, O Lord, let us come to you and find grace, find rest, find pleasure, because that is your will, that we be happy in all we do. Amen. Thank you.